Hey, welcome back, guys. So today on this video, we are talking about sponsored posts, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on one of my other videos, and that is how much should you charge for a sponsored post? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off, guys, this question is going to be subjective, so I'm just going to show you the process I go through when I am approached for a sponsored post. But why would you want to know how much to charge anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're just starting out making money online, you know that sometimes companies will approach you asking you to make a sponsored post, but you might not know how much to charge. Whatever the case is actually kind of a complex process. So it depends on your business, who the customer is, what other customers you have going on. So when I'm trying to decide on how much I'm going to charge for a sponsored post, I always start with this free service right here. It's called Beacons AI. Check my video description. I'll try to leave a referral link there. But here on this website, basically, they're most well known for a LinkedIn profile or LinkedIn bio company, but they also have a lot of other features they have with their program. And one of those features is you can put together a media kit for free. And since Beacons has access to a lot of different creators like you and me, they pull a lot of different data. So they have a general idea of how much you could be charging for a sponsored post. So this is usually where I start off just to kind of get a ballpark. So first, what you're going to do is here on the left menu, you want to click on Media Kit. Once you click there, you will need to put together a media kit. This is a free service. You can see my media kit right here on the right side. They don't charge for that, and you can even download a PDF. However, in order to get a rough idea on how much you could charge for a sponsored post, up here on the right, you want to go ahead and click on Tools. And once you do that, it's going to give you a little bit of information, the analytics for your Beacons AI. But look right here, there's a button called Pricing Calculator. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So right here, you can go ahead and choose your platform. The three platforms they have are TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and use YouTube just because I'm mostly a YouTuber more than Instagram or TikTok. So I'll click on YouTube. Okay, so now in YouTube, there's two different types of content. There's long form content, which is what I do, but there's also shorts. So we'll go ahead and look at both of them. So first on the long form video, they want to know how many followers do you have. So for one of my channels, I have 130,000 followers. All right. And then you just click on calculate rate. Okay. So they're letting me know that on long form content, it usually averages between 2,200 or 3,000. So like I told you, if you're wondering how much to charge for a sponsored post, that's really going to depend on you. And the reason I say that, let's say that you have 15 different clients lined up to do a sponsored post. That means you're probably pretty busy unless you have employees or assistants. So if you're getting that many requests, maybe you can start thinning out the request. So if I was in that situation, I might charge the higher end. So maybe towards $3,000 for a sponsored post. However, if you're just getting started out and maybe you like the company, it's a company that you really are interested in, or maybe you're a fan of the company, maybe you can go ahead and offer a lower end of this, 2,200, just to get your business rolling, or maybe to build up a relationship with that company. But if you do that, just note that it's more difficult to raise your prices in the future if you start off low. Also, it's going to depend on the conversation you had with that sponsor. If they're really banging down your door and they really want to work with you, then a lot of times you can just charge the higher amount and they're probably going to go with you. So that's for long form on YouTube. Let's see what they say about short form. So we'll click on short with the same amount of followers, 130,000, and they're saying it's between $1,100 and $1,500. So that's not too bad. Also, if you're wondering how much to charge for a sponsored post, it could end up being a lower price for your sponsor if they're going to lock in, let's say 6 different projects or 8 different projects. So maybe what you can do is you can let them know for a short form content, if they just want one video, you can charge them the 1,500 and see if they go for it. But maybe if they say that price is a little high, maybe you can say, all right, well, if you lock in a 5-week or a 5-month request for me, then I'll drop each one down to $1,100. Or maybe we'll do 3 shorts for $1,100 each month if they commit to 6 months with you. So everything's kind of negotiable when you're trying to decide on what the price is to charge for a sponsored post. And the process is going to be similar for Instagram or TikTok. So let's go ahead and click on Instagram. Okay, so when you click on Instagram, you get to choose, is it going to be a post that's going to be sticky on your account? Is it going to be a reel, or is it going to be a story? So you can see the price kind of jumps around. So this is based off of 130,000 followers on Instagram. So a post, they're saying it could be up to 1,500. A reel could be up to 1,800. And then a story is on the lower end up to about 700. Okay. And if you want to get a better idea, you can do engagement. So let's say 50% engagement. And then as you can see, the price kind of changes. So this is nothing that's set in stone. This is just to give you a good baseline on where you might want to start. Also, another thing you're going to consider when you are trying to decide on how much to charge for a sponsored post is the type of content that you have. So if you're doing content on a video game, let's say like Roblox, where the user base are mostly children and they don't really have a lot of disposable money, it's definitely going to be a lot less than this right here for a story, unless you have millions of followers. And that could be different than if you're some sort of like insurance influencer. So if you have 130,000 followers that are really interested in buying insurance, selling insurance, working for an insurance company, those subscribers are going to be worth more. So, for example, right here, Instagram story, they're saying the maximum is around 1,100. But if you're selling a high ticket item, that could be triple or quadruple what is listed right here. And another thing that I check when I am trying to decide on how much to charge for a sponsored post, once I've gone through beacons.ai, I usually go to the Google Ads. So let me jump on over to that. Okay, guys, I went ahead and opened up my Google Keywords Planner. So this again is a free service. You do have to open up a Google Ads account and then connect a credit card, but you don't have to buy anything. And then once you do that, you get access to this tool. What you do is here on the left, click on tools, and then click on this discover new keywords. And then here you want to go ahead and just type in your industry. So let's say insurance sales. Okay, so here is where I check to see the value of the industry. So like I told you, if your account is something to do with insurance, you can see that normally companies can pay up to, looks like $28, $45, $40 per click. So that's pretty high. Now, if you compare that to, let's say, Roblox video game. So Roblox, you can see it's only 39 cents per click. So that's a huge difference. So again, you need to understand, and you probably already understand what type of influencer you are. If you are an influencer in high ticket item, you're going to be able to charge much, much more. So for example, here for a first place top of page bid, 39 cents for Roblox. But if you're selling insurance, it could be $40. So that's 100 times difference just based off of the industry. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how much to charge for a sponsored post, that's the brief rundown on what I look into when I am thinking about what to charge my sponsors. If you have a different process, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you do it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.